Hello everyone and welcome. In today's live show, we are going to be building an email list using on our existing website. So the idea with this is to use Bloom, which is part of your DIVI membership to on your website, to use that to build your email list. As well as that, we're also going to be using Convertkit. This is the service, the autoresponder service that I recommend because it is very, very good. In fact, I may even go into a bit of detail and discuss why Convertkit is brilliant for this job. Now, there are other, obviously, other email autoresponders like MailChimp and what's the other one? There's also the name is just gone now. It's quite crazy. Let me just do a quick Google and see which one it is. There's MailChimp and Aweber. That's the one, Aweber. Right, so those are the most popular ones. So, but Convertkit, I mean, in fact, I've used both of these, MailChimp and also Aweber. But the reason why I really like Convertkit is because it doesn't have any duplicates. So what normally happens is when you build your list, these companies normally charge you based on how large your subscribers are. So let's say you have 5,000 subscribers, there'll be a price for that. And then when you go to 7,000 subscribers, there'll also be a price for that. So with Convertkit, what they do is they don't have duplications. So let's say one person subscribes to 2 different opt-ins. They're not counted as 2, they're counted as 1, which is brilliant because it's good for your, obviously, your pockets. But when you use like MailChimp or Aweber, those contacts are duplicated. So very fast, if you have 2 or 3 opt-ins, I mean, it can become very, very expensive easily. Right, so that's the main reason why I use Convertkit, but there are also other reasons which are, fantastic. So all around, Convertkit ticks all the boxes and it is very easy to use. The second thing as well is Bloom. Now, Bloom, if you're already an Elegant Themes member, this comes in by default in your membership. All you have to do is to go in and download it and install it on your website. So, why should you build an email list? That's the the main question. Why? Now, I'm going to share with you 3 reasons and also a story of what happened recently and why you should build your own email list. So the number 1 reason why you need to build your own email list is control. So having full control of your subscribers and how you communicate with them is one of the main reasons why you want to do that. Because think about it. If you have all your subscribers, say on YouTube as we are right now, or on Facebook, what could happen is when they change the rules or you get banned, all that goes with the platform. You're left with nothing. So if you build your own emails and something happens, then you have the opportunity to communicate with your subscribers. The second reason is promoting your product and services. Now, when it comes to if you're running a small business or you're an entrepreneur, it's always advisable to promote your services and your products here and there, especially like on the occasions like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, New Year's and stuff like that. Now, this will cost you much less if you did it this way because all these subscribers are already on your mailing list. Okay, so the 4th reason is just keeping in touch with your fans. So let's say you're not even selling anything on your website. You can always keep in touch with your fans, send them emails, give them reminders, even updates of what's going on the website. Okay, so before we continue, before I go into the story, I'll just like to give out some shout outs to those that have just signed in. I have Aravinda from Sri Lanka. Fantastic. Thank you very much for tuning in. Midfin, web design, I love your videos. Thank you very much, appreciate it. We also have Bonzo, I like your tutorials. Thank you very much, appreciate it. I hope I'm pronouncing these names correctly because sometimes it's a bit difficult to pronounce these names, but I'll try my best. We also have Tatiana says, hi Mac, awesome tutorials, thanks, appreciate it, thank you very much. Okay, now it's time for the story. And this is what sort of like inspired me to do this tutorial. Now, a few weeks ago, my wife, in fact, she has a blog where she puts all her videos and communicates with her audience, but mainly on Facebook. She has a large following on Facebook, you know, larger than my following for that matter. But anyway, the story is, she was posting quite a few posts, you know, in the different groups. And she got a notification from Facebook saying that her account had been suspended from posting to other groups for 2 weeks, right? Now, this was a wake-up call because this just shows you that if you build your audience on these different platforms, especially these social media platforms, they have their rules. And sometimes these rules are not applied by, you know, people like behind the desk. These are algorithms that just, you know, trigger something on your account. And the worst case is you could be actually banned, you know, for good. So when that happened, that was a real, you know, wake up call. And there was a lot of panic because think about it. What do you do in that situation where you've been building your list, building your audience on Facebook for a very long time, and then all of a sudden you don't have access to, you know, your subscribers or even the ability to post? You know, that can be really, really the end of your business if you're using your Facebook page as your business. So today I'll be showing you how to build an email list on your own website. Right, so let's go ahead and do that. So if you're just brand new to web design and you'd like to learn how to design websites, I have a discount on a course on how to build websites. The coupon code is DIVI50. In fact, I'll be showing you, you know, where that is, but all this information is in the description box. And also I have links to, you know, if you want to become a DIVI member, I also have a link in there. And also InMotion hosting. If you'd like to set up your hosting, I also have a link to set up your hosting with InMotion hosting. I really recommend them. And if you do use my affiliate links, I'll give you access to my course for free. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, here, in fact, let me show you my my desktop so we can follow along. Right, so over here, this is convertkit.com. So this is where you, this is the autoresponder company. And the pricing as well is quite reasonable here. I mean, to begin with, it's only $29 per month. That's for, you know, up to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, right. So I already have an account with Convertkit. So let me go in and let me show you how to set everything up. So the first step to building your email list is to set up your forms. Right, so I'm just going to go in and sign into my account and create a list. Right, so I am here in my account and you can see here so far I've actually got 3,000 subscribers and these are the different forms that I have. So what you want to do is to come over here to forms and we need to add a brand new form. So over here we have create form. Right, so we have two options here, a landing page and a form. So we just need a form and I'm just going to go with this basic one here. Right, so now that I have my form on the top left here, we can name this form whatever we want. So I'm just going to call this test, okay? So that's all I need to do for that. I'm going to come over here to settings and this is where you can add your success message. So after someone has signed in, you can add your message here, or you can redirect this to another page. Okay, right. So I'm just going to save these basics as they are, like that. And you can obviously come here and style the form, but we're not going to do that because I'm going to show you an easier way to do this. Okay, right. So the next thing I'm going to do now that I've created my form, I am going to, in fact, let me just check if there's something here on, okay. So everything is fine. I've created my form. And let's check if it's available now on my main page. And there it is right here on the bottom. Okay, so that's my form. So I'm going to come over here now to my website. And by the way, this is a website I'm doing for the upcoming course on how to design membership websites. So that's in the works. It's almost done now. Okay, so here, this is a DIVI website design using DIVI. So I'm going to come over here, go into the dashboard, and I'm going to come over here to plugins. Now, if you're a DIVI member, this is where now you want to come in and log into your account. So for example, here is my members area. This is my account. We have access now to DIVI itself. We have Extra, the DIVI Builder plugin, Bloom, and also Monarch. So the plugin that we need for this is Bloom. So I'm going to click on download, because that's the plugin that we're going to use to get people to sign into our website. Right, so now that I have Bloom downloaded, I'm going to come back over here to this plugins page, click on add new, and then I'm going to click upload to upload my plugin. I'm going to choose file. Now I've already downloaded this into my downloads folder, so I'm going to double click on it, click on install. So this is now installing my plugin. Click activate. Right, so now that my plugin is activated, we can come over here to the settings right here, or you can come over here to Bloom, and then you can go into opt-in forms. So I'm just going to click on settings. So this is the main control panel that we have. So you can see here that everything is blank. Okay, so what you want to do is to come over here and create a brand new opt-in. Now, before I create an opt-in, if you have any questions that you need to ask, you can go ahead and ask me those questions in the comments box as we continue with the tutorial. So just a quick question: do any of you have an opt-in form on your website that you use at the moment? If yes, you can just add a 1 so that I know, or if not, you can just add a 2. So do you collect emails on your website? If it's a yes, please add a 1. If it's a no, please add a 2. Okay, there's no responses yet. Right, now, let me show you how to create this new opt-in. So I'm going to come over here, click on new opt-in. So what I'm going to have here is just a pop-up. Okay, there are several options you can have, but I'm going to have a pop-up. So I've got my pop-up here. I'm going to select it. Right, so you can give this name, you can give this opt-in a name. I'm just going to call this test, but obviously you can call this whatever you want. And then here on form integration, this is where you get to choose the company that controls your your autoresponder company. So here there is ActiveCampaign, Aweber, and so on. So the one that we're going to use here is Convertkit. So I'm going to select Convertkit. Now I'm going to click on select account. So my account is that. Select an email list. So I'm going to come over here. Now my email list here is test. If you recall, this is what we created. And if I come back here quickly, we can see that this is the one that we've just created called test. Okay. Now, if this is your first time connecting your Convertkit form, you need to add your API key. So because I've already entered mine, this is why this has just come up quickly. Okay, so now that I have all this, I'm going to click on save and exit. Right, now I can come here into the settings, and I could actually customize the design in the way this opt-in looks. So if I click here on design, I have subscribed to our newsletter. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave these as they are, as defaults, but this is where you can come in and add your title. You can also come over here on the opt-in message and change this from join our mailing list to receive the latest news and updates from our team. Right, you can also add an image if you wanted to, but like I said, I'm just going to leave everything here as the default. Right, click on save and exit. Oh, in fact, I need to go into the designs and take a look at some of the design options. So I'm going to click design your opt-in. Right, so if I scroll all the way down here, the next step is display settings. So I'm going to click on that. So we've got fade in, delay in 20 seconds. So for this, I'm just going to add, say, 5 seconds, right? Because if I put 20 seconds, that means I'll be waiting too long. In fact, let me put 2 seconds. I don't want to be waiting too long for this to come up. Now, if I scroll all the way down here, these are options where you want to have this pop-up display. So you can have it displaying on the post or on everything. So I'm just going to add my home page here and also my post. Okay, so now that I have all that in place, so I'm going to click on my success action. So this is where I can redirect to a URL. So let's say I need a thank you page. I can actually redirect people to a thank you page. So I already have a thank you page, I think. So let's take a look. And in fact, I'm just going to leave this as a success message. Click on save and exit. Right. So now that everything is set, if I go to my website, that opt-in should show. So I'm just going to go to my website here, but I'm going to open this in incognito mode. Oh, in fact, here it is. My email opt-in has just come up. So we can see here that the pop-up has come just after 2 seconds. Now that happened too fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this in an incognito window so I can show you this happening again one more time. Right, so just wait 2 seconds and there we go. So now we have the ability to collect emails from our websites using Bloom and Convertkit. So if I add my email in here, now because I've used my emails a few times, it's going to, it won't be showing as a duplicate, but I'll just add it anyways. So I'm going to add my email here. Like that, click on subscribe. Okay, now I have this message, you've successfully subscribed. Now, automatically, my email now has been added to that list called test. So I'm just gonna close this for now because that stage has been completed. And then I'm gonna come over here to Convertkit. Now this may take a while until this shows here, but we might be lucky that I can show you this straight away. Yeah, but like I said, it takes a bit of time, but this is where my email address will be added. So let's say it's added here. I'm just going to pretend like this is the one that my email address has been added to. So once it's added now, in order for you to send your emails, all you have to do is to come over here to broadcasts, like that. And then you can click on new broadcast. And then here, now because I have all these forms, I have a lot more options here. So I'm just going to click on subscribe to, and then I can select my forms, and then here is my test form. So obviously there's no emails in there at the moment, but I'll just use this one for now, update filter. So you can see now, these are the 9 subscribers that I'll be sending my email to. So in my next step, this is where now I get to add my email subject and also the content of the email. And this gets sent to the 9 subscribers. So it makes the job easier to send your emails to, you know, as many people as there are in your mailing list. So pretty much this is how you connect, or you add the ability to collect emails on your DIVI website. Okay, so let me check if there's any questions. Right, so over here, right, no questions yet. But I mean, you can always add questions after the fact, no problem. I'll do my best to answer those questions in the comments box. Now, as I mentioned earlier on, if you're brand new to designing websites, I have a course which has a discount. So it's a 50% off discount, learning how to design websites using DIVI. Now, this is a full course. You can learn how to design all your websites, using DIVI. And also, as I mentioned, DIVI comes with extra plugins that you can use to add these extra functionalities like I mentioned in this tutorial. And also, if you buy your DIVI membership using my affiliate link in the comments box, I'll also give you access to the course absolutely free. And again, if you're brand new to designing websites, I also have an affiliate link to InMotion Hosting. If you sign up for your hosting using InMotion Hosting, just send me your receipt and I will give you access to the full course. All right, so that's all today. Thank you very much for watching. Let me just check if there's any more questions. Aravinda says, no, but hoping to collect a theme by giving away personal branding checklist. Yes, in fact, that's something that I should have mentioned. Now, in order for you to entice people to leave their email on your mailing list, you have to give them something of value. So sometimes just saying subscribe to my mailing list may not be enough. So you want to give them like a bit more of an incentive. Like, for example, on my website, the first time you land on there, I have a free WordPress course. So to sign up for the course, all you have to do is to leave your email address. So that's something that you can do to motivate people to leave their email address to be added onto your mailing list. So that's something that I should have mentioned. But yes, that is something that you may want to do, give something away for free in exchange for an email. All right, so for everyone that has tuned in this afternoon on this show, thank you very much for tuning in. I'll be back again on Saturday around about the same time. So I'll choose a topic. Hopefully it'll be a topic that you'd like to learn. So thank you very much for watching and see you on Saturday. Cheers.